Micro-infidelity is dangerous. Where does the terrain for infidelity begin? In this article we are talking about a kind that is often overlooked because of its subtlety. Infidelity in a relationship is often an event of sufficient seriousness to break the bond. Psychologist Melanie Skilling warns that there are cases where infidelity is disguised as innocent acts. She calls this micro-infidelity. Despite its subtlety, the expert warns that it can harm the stability of a relationship. In this article, we provide you with some useful information about micro-infidelity so that you can learn how to identify it. Before we begin, we just want to emphasize that with open, clear communication it should be possible to avoid situations like this that can cause pain and break up in a relationship. The use of new technologies has been identified as one of the main factors leading to micro-infidelity. Micro-infidelity. Infidelity can be understood as breaking a relationship. If a person, e.g., has a sexual relationship with a person who is not his or her partner, when the agreement between them, implicitly or explicitly, does not allow it, it is adultery. That said, there are certain circumstances where members allow sexual relations with third parties, but do not find it acceptable to form any kind of emotional bond with them. Therefore, the meaning of adultery is different for each couple and depends on the individual agreements they have made in their relationship. As a rule, a distinction is made between two types of infidelity, sexual and emotional infidelity. However, some authors believe that both forms are not necessarily mutually exclusive. They suggest that infidelity exists on a spectrum where there are different ways of being unfaithful, depending on certain factors. Blow and Person Hartnett, 2005. Based on this point, the psychologist Melanie Skilling developed the concept of micro-infidelity to catalogue certain types of behavior. According to this specialist, they occur when one person in a relationship commits certain actions to focus physically or emotionally on another person. They are characterized by subtle actions that may be unconscious but can still be detrimental to the relationship. Types of micro-infidelity. Just as there are different types of infidelity, so do these more subtle, less obvious acts. This type of infidelity is characterized by secrecy and concealment. Some examples are having frequent contact with someone they are not friends with, but to whom they feel attracted. Paying attention to what their former partners are doing. Having conversations of a sexual nature with others. Deliberately not mentioning that they are in a relationship. Hide phone numbers under other names so that their partner does not get suspicious. Give their current relationship little importance. Talk disparagingly about their partner in conversations with the other person. As you can see, these are small actions that, while not in themselves constituting sexual acts or emotional connections, indicate attraction or interest. Therefore, micro-infidelity can increase attraction to another person and lead to sexual or emotional infidelity. It is important for the cheater to reflect on the meaning of their actions with the other person. If they want to act on the situation, it may be best for them to reconsider their current relationship. They may want to analyze whether the attraction arose because of problems in their relationship, or if they really want something more. Micro-infidelity involves small acts towards other people to whom the cheater is attracted, and which he or she hides from his or her partner. How to handle this situation in a relationship. As mentioned, if you are in a relationship and you exhibit this kind of behavior, you need to think very carefully. If it's an issue that's connected to tension in your relationship, it's best to talk about it. If, on the other hand, you feel a real attraction to the other person, it might be best to get away for a while and think about what you want. In both of these situations, open communication is the healthiest solution. The same applies in case you discover that your partner is micro-cheating. Your goal should not be to accuse and point fingers, but to express how you feel about it. You must also maintain a calm and open attitude so that your partner can express himself honestly. One of the keys to avoiding these types of problems is to establish clear agreements and boundaries in your relationship. With the advent of new technologies and opportunities for interaction, the boundaries between fidelity and infidelity are becoming more and more blurred. Rather than assuming that your partner will know that something will hurt you, it's better to make it clear from the start where your boundaries are. Likewise, consider their boundaries and make agreements based on them. Finally, you may consider couples therapy to address the problem of micro-infidelity in your relationship. A professional will be able to help you assess your problems and help you strengthen the relationship.